Corky Alexander here. Welcome back to Beginning Guitar. We had started the process of learning the Wildwood flower, and today we're going to continue that, showing you each individual note. Now, the particular style of guitar playing that we're focusing on is flat picking. Finger picking is another matter. Finger picking is a little more complex. So at some point I'll go into finger picking, but right now just flat picking, which is the traditional American form of acoustic steel string music. I recorded the Wildwood Flower on my Movers and Shakers album, and if you'd like to find that, it's on YouTube still. My albums are kind of disappeared on Amazon iTunes for the time being. I don't know why, but anyway, and the Wildwood Flower, as far as technique is concerned, utilizes a lot of hammer-ons in the key of G. Hope you're playing your G like this, okay? Not like this. There will be times when this would be the necessary G. If you were playing in Pete Townshend's rock musical Tommy, you would hear things like this. So there's a place for that kind of G, especially if you're going to add that D note right there at the bottom. I hope you're able to see these things well. Comment, click like, and subscribe if you want to. But I recommend this type of G. And for the major scale in G here, it can all be played in the G that you're forming this way. All right, so the first thing I do on the Wildwood Flower is I do a little rhythmic thing. I hit the D note first, and then secondly a B note, which is the A string on the 2nd fret. Okay, so there will be strings that are ringing out here. Pardon my coughing, it's allergies this time of year here in Hamilton, Alabama, here in my music room. So it goes, and it's a B to a C on the A string, D. I'm hitting more than one note, and I'm hammering on to the E on the D string. Then I hit the G open, and going way back down, hit the B note on the A string. Then we do C. Then we're going to sound the A note, which is an open A string with a D chord. Back to the low G note. So once again, in the key of G, you do a D and then the B. And to end the song, I would do the bluegrass lick, which I taught you, which starts with a low G note. There's a couple of hammer-ons in this thing. Here comes one. Here comes another one. All right, that's the first line, and that repeats once. I gallop a little bit in between the verses with that one hammer-on G chord. I'm damping some on my right hand. And then here comes the bridge. There's a D note, then a B note, open, G, D, then a hammer onto a C chord, back to G, and then the resolve. All right, from the top. Okay, now there'll be some critics that will say, no, Ma Belle Carter played it in C, and she did. And there may be some misnotes here and there. The main thing about this particular song is I can pick it out, the melody, while I'm essentially carrying a rhythm, okay? And those strings that I'm allowing to ring open kind of provide a layer in the background, okay? So that's the Wildwood Flower. Hammer-ons in this form of G. Tequila Sunrise by the Eagles. I used to play it like this with the full C. I don't think that note's sounding out the way they do it. Okay, and the hammer-on again is hitting the open and then hammering on with your finger with no picking. Like that. And a lot of bluegrass songs can be played in this key of G, with the double stops, hammer-ons and pull-offs. And then many bluegrass players continue to play in the key of G, but put capos on as they go up the neck. But they like the G form because it's got a lot of open strings there. Okay. So, you know, again, I'm using light gauge bronze strings. You can use whichever gauge you like. And I'm playing in the seated position, partially because I'm old. And then the other reason is when you stand to play, it tends to push the guitar out where you have a little bit of trouble watching your fingers on the neck. Again, the chords G, C, D. There's also a 7th chord in that Wildwood Flower when it goes that. Right there. But anyway, I don't always sound that out. But that's the Wildwood Flower. Have a great day, ladies and gentlemen.